What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the WRESTLEDUDE YouTube channel's collection corner, where I get to show off all the cool stuff that I have bought for my collection. And today, let me zoom in the camera here a little bit. There we go. Today, we have quite a bit, and we have a good mixture of everything. We have a bunch of wrestling figures, we've got a bunch of Funko Pops, and we've got a bunch of Toy Story stuff that I'm going to get into for you today. But before we get started, I want to remind you guys that if you go on to enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. You can always take it back if you want. And at the end of this, when I show you everything, I want you guys to comment down below what was the one thing that you liked the most out of this entire haul. So let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, let's get right into it here. We're 50 seconds in. Let's get right into it here. I kind of want to show off this first just because it is a small thing, but it makes a big difference when it's included. So I bought this Fiend lantern. There was like a website, I can't remember what it was called. I wish I could give them a shout out. I'll try to link it in the video description or something like that. But it was a website where they sold wrestling figure parts, and it was mostly for like if people are working on customs, you know, you could go there and buy like a specific type of arm or head or body type or something like that. But they also sold accessories. And one of the accessories was the Fiend's lantern. And I always wanted the Fiend lantern because obviously it looks awesome. And I got the Ultimate Edition Fiend, which did not come with the lantern. Only the Elite version did. So yeah, I was happy to pick that up loose and for a very cheap price. And now I do seemingly have the Ultimate Edition Fiend. I've got the lantern, I've got the championship title, and then somewhere in a box up in my storage is I made a custom hammer that I'm pretty sure I've done a video on before. I made the custom big mallet. So yeah, I have the ultimate Fiend now with all of the cool accessories. So yeah, now he's posed with the lantern in one hand, the championship in the other, with the jacket on. I think it looks awesome. Real bummer to have Bray Wyatt released from WWE, but you know, he's going to do awesome stuff regardless. It just sucks that, you know, the whole Fiend stuff kind of went out with a whimper, you know? It kind of feels like the Friday the 13th franchise where, like, you just kind of leave it on such a big cliffhanger, you know? Like, the last time we saw him on WWE TV, Bray Wyatt was in the Firefly Funhouse talking about it was going to be a fresh start. There was going to be new friends, and, you know, then he just never came back, and then he got released, which really sucked to see personally. But like I said, he's going to do awesome stuff regardless of where he goes. Let's do these two back to back. I got these for my Ohio Wrestlers collection. So I got Al Snow in his Job Squad gear. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the glare on the camera there. But yeah, he doesn't have a ponytail. That broke off. I didn't see that on the eBay listing when I bought it, but still a good figure. Did not come with head, so, you know, maybe that'll be something that I buy later on at some point. This guy, Perry Saturn, however, this guy looks pretty great, and I made the custom mop, you know, his whole gimmick where WWE made him hang out with a mop. So yeah, I made this out of like a wooden stick, some cardboard and paint and stuff like that. So I think it turned out pretty good. I like having those. Let's see. This is also for my Ohio Wrestlers collection. This is the Impact Wrestling Deluxe Madison Rain. I didn't take it out of its packaging yet, just because, I'll be honest, I paid quite a bit of money for this. I was trying to look for one loose, but there were no loose ones for sale online, so I had to buy one that was in packaging. And like I said, I paid quite a bit for it, so I don't really want to take it out of the packaging right now, but I'm sure I'll have to at some point because of shelf space. So for now, I'm going to leave it in there. But it is a nice figure. I do think it looks really good. Obviously, it's a deluxe figure, so the size difference between this one and sort of stuff from the WWE Mattel Elites, the size difference is going to be a hell of a lot different. So Madison Rain, even though she's sort of one of the shorter women in the Impact roster, she is taller than my tallest figure, which I think is like John Moxley or something like that, which does not work to scale. but I don't know. I think it's pretty funny. This was pretty cool. I picked this up at Target. Toonie Terrors, Michael Myers. I think I got this the day after I saw Halloween Kills. He came with like a pumpkin that had a skull in its face, but I think it is sitting somewhere over on my Halloween display, which I do not want to get up and get it because I am wrapped up below the camera. I'm wrapped up in a blanket because it's kind of cold in my room, hence why I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. So I do not want to unravel myself because I feel very warm right now. And that's the best way to film videos. I've been filming videos all morning, all wrapped up nice and warm, and I love it. Let's see. Let's move on to this. We got Elite Series 88 Rey Mysterio. This is actually the Rey Mysterio that goes with my Dominic Mysterio. So now I got the father-son combo and the matching gear. Comes with the one eye there, a nice little t-shirt. Obviously, like I've said before, I've got a separate wrestling collection just for Rey Mysterio figures, so having this one is pretty cool. And like I said, it matches the Dominic Mysterio, so that's very awesome as well. Can't wait to get that out of the packaging. I'm not sure if I'll display it with the shirt. I probably will, but it is a nice figure. I think they did a really good job on it. Let's take a break from wrestling figures for a second. Let's get to the Pops. Let's get to the Funko Pops. Now, Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn, sort of battle gear. I've said in the past, in my last one of my last collection corner videos where I talked about how many Suicide Squad Funko Pops I bought, I talked about how I wouldn't really buy the Harley Quinn one in the battle gear since I already had the one in the dress, but I kept seeing this one all over the place at stores and stuff, and the thing that I was thinking about was, back when I filmed that video, I was thinking I would have to buy it online because I wasn't seeing it in stores, but then I was seeing it in stores for like $8 and stuff like that, and I was thinking like, $8, not too bad. It is a very nice pop, you know, the gear is pretty cool. Obviously the Javelin doesn't really have much detail, but that's not really something that I'm worried about. It is a very nice pop. I just have so many Harley Quinn Funko Pops, man. I feel like I could do a separate one of these collection corner videos just about my Harley Quinn Funko Pops. But this is a very nice one. I think it looks very good. Maybe I will display it front and center up there. I do have on my DC shelf, you can see there, up in the corner, the Suicide Squad Funko Pops are all there on the front row. So, yeah, I'll have to find a way to work this Harley Quinn into that whole display. This next one, speaking of Harley Quinn, or at least that Harley Quinn, let's talk about her ex-boyfriend, the Joker. I found the Joker Death in the Family, this is the glow-in-the-dark edition, Funko Pop. I found it on Mercari. Very nice lady I got in touch with to make sure that this arrived on time. The mail was sort of having it delayed, but it's a very nice pop. Very awesome. I love the look of this with like the face being like used as a mask and stuff, and obviously the eyes I think are what glow in the dark. But yeah, I think it looks really great. I've been wanting this one for a long time. It's just been a matter of finding one for a good price, and that one was definitely a good price. I think it was like $15 plus shipping and handling, which is very, very good. And I think this was the one that came in like a t-shirt combo. I didn't get the t-shirt, I just got the Funko Pop, and the Funko Pop looks great. I'm glad to have that one in my collection. That was a Joker Funko Pop that I very much... Actually, the new 52 hairstyle is kind of what I model my hair after, except my hair has definitely gotten a hell of a lot longer than it was for the Joker and the new 52. I'm getting a text message on my phone. But anyways, let's stick with DC. I also, while I got that Harley Quinn Funko Pop, I also picked up the black suited Superman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I just think it looks nice, you know, to be honest. I know the classic red and blue Superman outfit is the more iconic one, but I think the black suit looks very cool. And I love the idea behind it is like he uses it to suck up the sun's rays to regain his powers. I think that's really cool. I really enjoyed Zack Snyder's Justice League. I thought it was a hell of a lot better than the one that we got in theaters. It just kind of sucks that, you know, like, it doesn't seem like they're going to be revisiting that universe anymore. But, you know, at least we got to see what Zack Snyder's vision was. You know, that Snyder cut really made me change my mind about a lot of stuff from the DC universe, and especially it made me like a lot of things that I originally hated from the original theatrical cut of the Justice League, or the Justice League as people like to call it. Anyways, moving on. This is sort of a wrestling / horror movie one. It's John Nada from They Live. Obviously, Roddy Piper. I saw this at Target, and I thought it looked really cool. I've actually never seen They Live, but I do like the look of it with the shotgun and stuff like that. The only thing that could have made it better is if they had a little bubblegum blow out of his mouth, but this is obviously from the iconic moment when he says, like, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. So obviously if he's all out of bubblegum, then he wouldn't be able to blow a bubble. But it does look very nice. I'm contemplating whether I put this on my movie shelf or if I put it on my wrestling shelf. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. But it is a very nice pop. Let's see. Let's do Toy Story stuff now. We've done some pops, we've done some wrestling figures. Let's get into the Toy Story stuff. I've sort of been winding down my Toy Story stuff, but it's not to say that there are not still some heavy hitters here. There's some stuff that I've bought recently that I think is very great for my Toy Story collection. Let's see.
All right, man. Code red. Repeat. We are code red.
I wasn't supposed to click that button. Okay, I guess I'll do this first. This is a Hallmark ornament that I bought. It's of these soldiers holding the little, obviously, baby monitor thing for the beginning mission. I think I saw this, like an ad for this online somewhere, and I thought it looked really cool. And the size for it, I actually checked the size compared to the other toy soldiers that I have, and the size for the toy soldiers is very good. Obviously, I think the baby monitor is supposed to be a lot bigger, but you know, it's an ornament. They can't really make it life size. So I picked that up, and obviously if you click the button,
Recon Plan Charlie, execute. Let's move, 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 move.
they do some nice little quotes for the movie, so I think that's really great. Obviously, Christmas is coming up, or Christmas is already passed, depending on when this video comes out. But that'll probably be on the tree for Christmas, and then afterwards, it'll just go right back onto my collection shelf. Now, this guy obviously is not to movie scale, but it's the little robot from Toy Story. This was, I think, a McDonald's Happy Meal toy from back in the day. Got it for very cheap, and is worth quite a bit, actually. But yeah, I think it looks very nice. Another one of those little side characters that you wouldn't really think of as much, but I think he looks very colorful. I think he looks great. I got him for a very good price on eBay, and I think he looks awesome on my shelf. Obviously, like I said, he's supposed to be a lot bigger like he was in the movie, but you know, they don't sell the life size or the right size version, so I was happy to have this instead. But one person that they did finally release a scaled movie, sort of scaled movie version of, is Rocky Gibraltar. Is that Gibraltar, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, another side character from Toy Story. I'm glad they finally made a figure of. I think he looks great. Obviously, a pro wrestler type wrestling figure from Toy Story. I think it looks awesome. The only thing that would have made it a lot better is if he came with like the bar, the weightlifting bar that he had. I don't know what it was. It was like a wooden stick with like some things on the end. If they included that, that would have been a lot cooler. But this still looks very good. Obviously, it's still not to movie scale. I think it's supposed to be a little bit bigger. But come on, this is fine. And I think it cost me like maybe $19 plus shipping and handling, I'm pretty sure, because I think these are only sold in the UK right now. So I think I have to get this. I bought it off Walmart.com, but I think they bought it from like a store in the UK somewhere. But it does look very good. I think it looks very nice displayed on my Toy Story shelf. I'll leave the last Toy Story thing for later on, just so we have a nice little bounce back and forth. So we'll bounce back into wrestling figures, and we'll sort of rapid fire these. I picked up the Elite Chyna. I can't remember what line this is from. I think it's like the Legends line, I think. But yeah, Chyna, I think it looks very good. Originally, I was going to buy the 2-pack of her and Trish Stratus, but I didn't really like the Trish Stratus from that 2-pack, so I ended up just buying the Elite just because I think it looks better. It's more iconic gear, and it comes with the Women's Championship, which looks great. And this is exactly how I have her posed on my shelf. Chyna, great wrestler, great legacy. Sucks what happened to her. Obviously, we lost her a couple of years ago. When it seemed like she was going to get back into wrestling. I remember they did a documentary on her, which I still have not watched, so maybe I'll watch that after I'm done recording this. But yeah, very great figure to have in the collection. Let's see, we'll do this guy next. Drake Maverick, Elite. Something weird about this Drake Maverick is his foot is very, very loose. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, posing him is very difficult. Just the way that his foot is so, like, janky right here, like, compared to this one. Like, this one wiggles around so much. It is, like, hanging on by the slightest thread. So, yeah, it is difficult to pose, but obviously I've got him posed with the little wanted poster right here for R-Truth. I think I'll pick up an R-Truth at some point, the one with the 24/7 championship, just because I love this era of the 24/7 championship. Obviously, it's had its ups and downs, but the era with Drake Maverick and R-Truth fighting over the championship was so great. I loved it very, very much. Let's see. We'll do these two together. I didn't buy them together, but they obviously go together. I picked up Keith Lee Elite, looks great, and then I picked the Dominic Dijakovic Basic. Obviously, these guys have had many back and forth matches. Hopefully, we'll get some more of them on Raw or on the main roster, and if we do, I'll definitely check them out if they're any good or if I hear they're any good. But yeah, two very great figures. Picked up the Elite Keith Lee from Target. I picked up this guy, I'm pretty sure from Big Lots. They had him for pretty cheap price. So yeah, glad I picked up those two very great figures to add to the collection. These two actually did come together. These were part of the Championship Showdown pack, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind. Originally, I think I was going to pick up like an Elite Mankind from Big Fun Columbus that's near me, but I figured it might be a pretty expensive price. Plus, if I bought the 2-pack, it meant that I get a Stone Cold as well. I hate the Championship Showdown packs, the 2-packs that they came out with. I hate those because the thing that I have, the problem that I have is the line is called Championship Showdowns. It's supposed to showcase feuds, big famous feuds that involved a championship. What's one accessory do you think that would come with that? A championship, right? The championship that these two fought over? The Smoking Skull belt or the Winged Eagle belt? You would think that that's what this comes with? No. They come with stands. That's what they come with. That is the dumb... How are you going to call something a Championship Showdown pack and it does not come with the championship that they fought over? I just think that's so stupid. I feel like that's something that they need to change for the packs going forward. But either way, getting back to this, it's a very nice Stone Cold. Obviously, he's got the 2 knee braces here. Very nice. I might buy the Smoking Skull championship, paper championship, like I have for a lot of my other figures, to display with that. And I think for this one, I'll buy the championship, the Mankind one on Raw. But it's a very nice Mankind. The mask comes off. Obviously, I'm not going to take it off right now, but I think it does look very good. Let's see. We'll do this last wrestling figure right here. We have Dexter Loomis. I found this guy at a Walmart. I think it looks okay. I do think he needs to be more buff. If you've seen Dexter Loomis on TV, he's a lot wider. I feel like here they made him a little bit skinnier. I feel like he needed like a sort of John Cena torso body, just a little bit more buff and like wide in the torso area. But for a first figure, I think it looks really good. The face looks very nice. I'm trying to get my camera to focus in on it. Hello? Hello? Yo, camera, focus in on Loomis. Yo, hello? There we go. Yeah, it's a very nice Loomis. But yeah, I guess my camera takes a while to focus in. It's a very nice Loomis. I guess I'm kind of putting together the whole The Way family. So I have Candice LeRae, I have Johnny Gargano, I have Dexter Loomis. They just announced a new Austin Theory in his whole The Way gear, and then whenever Indy Hartwell is announced, then I guess I'll pick her up too, and then I'll have the entire The Way family. So yeah, I think that looks pretty damn awesome. So we're gonna hop back to Toy Story for this last bit here. This was very difficult to track down, and this has a pretty interesting story behind it. I picked up the Mr. Mike, which, if you guys know, these Mr. Mikes, they usually go for quite a bit of money. Usually over like $100, or sometimes even if they're in the original packaging, over $1,000. I actually only paid about $50 for this. However, I could have gotten it for, not this one, but I could have gotten one for a lot cheaper. So, I was scrolling through Mercari, and I saw one for about $44. And the stuff that was wrong with it was the front of it was all scuffed up. It had like black marks all over it, and it didn't come with a covering for the batteries, which is why it was so cheap. I was like, oh, this is so great. However, at the time, I was having problems with my bank card, and I had to get a new bank card mailed to me. So I had to wait like an entire week to get this new mail card, or get this new bank card. And in that time, every day, I was checking my Mercari account to see if this thing, or the original one, was still available. And then on the day that I finally got my new bank card, I went on the website to buy it, and it said it had already been sold. And I was so pissed. I started checking eBay and a bunch of other places to try and find one for cheap, but all the places were like over $100, you know, like I said. Until I checked Facebook Marketplace, where I ended up finding this one for about $50 plus shipping and handling, so about $60. I don't remember what they said was wrong with it to give it that sort of price range. I think they said maybe like there was some like wear and tear and stuff, and like on the bottom the feet are missing like their little foam pads or whatever. That's still fine. This looks freaking awesome. Obviously I have my Wheezy figure, so I'm going to display this with my Wheezy because I think I feel a song coming on. But it does look very great. I think this is the Toy Story branded one because it's got Woody on the little icons up here. The eyes are sort of darted over to the side. It obviously doesn't work right now, doesn't have batteries, but it does look very nice. I'm so glad I added this to my collection. I'm so glad I got it for a good price, because if it was over $100, or if it was one of the ones that was over $1,000, there was no fucking way I was adding that. That was gonna stay off my list forever. But it seems like that has brought us to our last item. And this is an interesting one. This is a very cool one. This was one that I actually wasn't even planning on getting. I honestly didn't even know this existed, but when I saw it, I immediately said to myself, this looks so cool, I'm gonna have to get it. It is the Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees The New Blood NECA action figure. So I was at Walmart. I was going there to get some more clothes for the winter time. It's actually where I bought this long sleeve shirt and one other long sleeve shirt. But I went to the bathroom and I came out. It was by the electronics section, and I figured, you know, I'm over here. Let's go see what they have in the collectibles section. And when I did, I saw this. And Friday the 13th, The New Blood is probably my favorite Jason Voorhees design. Just look at that, man. Zombie Jason with all the cool like skeleton parts. He's got like the breakable mask, all these cool weapons and stuff like that. It's just my favorite Jason Voorhees design. So as soon as I saw this, I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna have to pick this up. And it also comes with the zombie face Jason, which I think looks pretty damn awesome. I wonder if this comes out of the packaging fairly easily, because I would like to keep the packaging sort of like for display purposes. But yeah, I'm excited to take this out of the packaging and figure out a place to display it. I'm not entirely sure where that is yet. I'm filming this on October 31st, so happy Halloween to Friday the 13th, The New Blood, Jason Voorhees, NECA action figure. I think it looks great. NECA, I think I've only ever bought bought that NECA action figure, and then I bought the Scream Ghostface NECA action figure. So NECA has gotten my attention twice, and they've gotten it a third time because they literally, just yesterday, I saw that they announced that they're doing The Last of Us NECA action figures of Joel and Ellie. It's Ellie from part 2. I would have kind of liked to have Ellie from part 1, but it's a start. And I think that's freaking awesome. So I'm definitely going to be picking up Joel and Ellie whenever they come out. And then I'm sure they'll probably do a couple other ones, maybe like the Clickers and other zombies and stuff like that. But yeah, the Jason Vorhees is a very cool one. I wonder once I get the Joel and Ellie, maybe I can do like a little mock-up. Joel and Ellie versus Jason Voorhees. Do they stand a chance? I think that could be... Technically, this is a zombie Jason, so I guess it kind of works for them. But could Joel and Ellie take down zombie Jason? I personally don't think so, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Could Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us beat Zombie Jason? Let me know down below, and let me know, look at this big pile. I do this quite a bit now where I just show off the pile. Look at this big old pile down here. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these items you thought was the coolest, and I will see you guys next time.